more I want to say on this topic, the creation of feminism, and how destructive it's been to our people, as Israelites, in particular the Israelite woman, starting with the so-called black woman. The name of the video I did earlier was called "They Encourage Themselves in an Evil Manner," the creation of feminism, and in that video I spotlighted why feminism was created using interview between Nick Rockefeller and Aaron Russo. And Aaron Russo was explaining that interview that he was explaining that meeting that he had with Nick Rockefeller in an interview with Alex Jones. Okay, for those of you that didn't see the video, you should check it out. And also, I put the link of the actual video in the comment section. And the fact that we now have whoredom in our nation. One of the main engines that fuels whoredom among our women is feminism. Because the basic idea of feminism is that women are equal to men. So a man can have more than one woman, right? Which is natural. That's how the Heavenly Father created it. Even in the animal world, if you look at it in the jungle, the lion has more than, the male lion has more than one lioness. If you look at even in the bird world, you look at the rooster has more than one hen. It's always been that way for men, But now feminism comes along and tells you women, no, you're equal to the men, so you can have multiple partners too, and that's not so. There's a lot of destructive things that happen to you women when you have more than one man in your life, when you're having sex with more than one man in your life. First of all, there's the element of diseases, okay? Because the sperms are mixing in your vagina. And that's madness right there. That's confusion, okay? Let's start with that. Then you have the different spirits. Each time you deal with a different man, you're dealing with different spirits. So all those spirits are upon you. And it's no wonder that a lot of you women just go walked out of your mind, because you got all those different spirits on you. Okay? Not to mention, let's say you're dealing with a lot of men and you happen to get pregnant. Some of you have no idea who the child's father is. And that in itself is confusion and madness. And what did the scriptures say? The Heavenly Father is not the author of confusion. Okay? So the point is, when you women deal with multiple men, it adds up to one big word: confusion. You are now bringing forth confusion. All right? It's different for a man. A man can have more than one woman. Right? King Solomon had many women. Okay? Our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all had more than one woman. Okay? But women, you were not created to have more than one man. You were created to have one man, bring forth his seed, raise up his children, raise up the family. Okay? That is it. That is the natural order of things. If feminism comes along and tells you, oh no, that's outdated, that's antiquated, this is a new age, this is a new way of thinking, and what has it brought you? Look around. What has it brought the family, the so-called black family? Total destruction. Okay? And that's why in the scriptures it speaks about there shall be no whore. Okay? Let's get that.
And y'all also write out Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
The Lord knew what he was doing when he said, there shall be no whore among the daughters of Israel.
You call out precepts.
Because it brings confusion. Okay, it brings confusion. I don't know why this thing keeps changing it. There we go. The book of Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There shall be no whore feminism does is it allows you women to be whores. And what is a whore? A whore is a woman that slept with more than one man. Okay? That is a whore. Okay? Matter of fact, let's read that. Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Feminism also created that. You know? Feminism also is an energy for sodomites among our nation. Okay? So, all across the board, man, feminism has destroyed the family. All across the board. And feminism is an ideology straight from Satan, straight from the devil, which the so-called white man is pushing. Okay? It's pushing hot and heavy. You sisters, you got to recognize feminism and nip it in the bud, man. You got to recognize it and nip it in the bud. That's part of your journey on your way to becoming a true daughter of the nation of Israel. Okay? Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife, or if, let's say, the wife leaves that man, and the word wife simply means woman. In the Old English, the word there is waif, which means woman. They say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man's, or let's say that woman leaves that man, as is common in today's age. A woman will just be with a man one day, the next day she don't feel like being with him, she leaves him and go and be with another man. Right? Shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land, that shows you that the woman is like the earth, you receive the seed of your man. The word husband means planter. He has sex with you, he's planting his seed in you, you're bringing forth his children, his fruits. Okay? You see? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? So you are polluted, woman. And then you got some women out there that boast on their body count. They boast on how many men they've laid down with, not realizing they're totally polluted. Not only is your body polluted, your mind is polluted because you got all the different spirits on you. The different spirits of the men that you laid down with. Okay? And let me not even talk about your vagina. Okay, like this guy, Tommy Sotomayor always says your vagina is like a petri dish. Your vajayjay is like a petri dish of destruction. Okay? It's like a petri dish. Those of you that remember science in high school, you had something called a petri dish where they would put germs or whatever, and you would put it under a microscope, and you would look at the activity of those germs. Well, imagine that petri dish as the woman's vagina. Okay, a petri dish of destruction. This is what happens as a result of feminism. As a result of you believing you're just like the man. See? You're not just like the man. Alright? Women are different from men. Very different, as night is from day. Okay? And you women can't do the things that we can do. Okay? The Heavenly Father made us different. Okay? The Heavenly Father made us to give, the man, and you women to receive. Okay? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? So there it is right there. How you get around that? But thou hast played the harlot, that's another word for whore. Thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. See? Yet return again to me, saith the Lord. See? So the point is there. Okay, each time you women lay down with a different man, you are devaluing yourself. You are polluting yourself. Think about it. You're no different than shall we say, a gas station, a bathroom at a gas station. Okay, everybody goes in there. The bathroom is filthy, it's dirty. Everybody goes in there and uses it to their will, and then they just flush the toilet, whatever, and leave. You're no different than that. You don't believe in yourself. You women that are laying with different men, bouncing from one man to another, you don't believe in yourself. You don't value yourself. You're polluting yourself. You're cheapening yourself. Okay? So it's just a message to you women to consider the gross error of feminism. Okay? This is what feminism has taught you. And It's wrong. Now that you're into this truth now, find one man, your husband, and no matter what, you settle down with that man. Okay? You settle down with that man. That's the way it's supposed to be. See, when we come into this truth, we're all born again. Because all of us, even including the men as well as the women, all of us were filthy. Coming out of this world. We're coming out of this world filthy. But now that we're in the truth, we're born again. That includes you women. So you can't come in this truth with an idea of, oh, it don't work out with this brother, I'm going to jump with this brother, that. You can't come into the truth with that same ideology. Okay, that's that same polluted ideology you had in the world. That's got to stop. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Just a slight message I had on my mind. Hopefully you found it edifying. And so on to the next video.